Alright, welcome one and all, whoever may be watching this, part 20, Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Let's just jump into this. We were kind of at a bit of an important moment, so let's not dally. Okay, so we're in Harrows, Hamlet. The objective is to search for the settlers, and I'm assuming they're up here somewhere. We can obviously hear someone.
Friends, find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith, a shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McRaith, Mr. McRaith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McRaith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McRaith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
She knew the risks.
So will I go in unto the king. And if I perish, I perish. So said Esther to Mordecai. Such wisdom, such courage. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them. Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
I find Haskell very sus. I'm just going to put that out there.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer, for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I feel like I need to point out that, they're talking about the well and it having dried up. They're situated right next to a river. What a mess.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Or near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely beautiful commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain, in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Why would she curse your colony?
Why would anyone choose to separate from God's flock? I'm afraid some just want to see the world burn, Mr. McCraith. By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
All right. Haskell speaks very highly of himself, but something about him is making me sus. And I also misspoke. That whole well situation, it's not that it's dried up, it's cursed, which means they can't use it. So does that mean the river is also cursed? I mean, I don't know. Let's go.
Another witch hunt.
That just tells me he's hiding something. Mind you, I'd like to know what's causing the sickness.
Good day to you, madam.
Richard? That you?
Afraid not, ma'am. Red McCraith, I'm a banisher.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no bandages.
Not exactly, no.
What brings you here, Doctor?
I'm starting to wonder myself. I'm a banisher. I'm here to help the colony. I'm to lift the curse.
That'll be nice. What colour did you say your name was?
Red, ma'am. Red McCraith.
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody Perkins to you.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice nor the memory for it.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the alewife. I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant you grace, Mr. McRaith.
Okay, so the objective is to talk to the settlers. I'm just wondering if we have to talk to all of them or if there's one specifically that we need to talk to.
A real-life, actual Banisher here in the Harrows.
I can't get over his name being Lamentation. Oh, I would like to talk to you.
You're the governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
Your father believes there is a Harrows witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Jeez, no pressure.
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
I don't know if it's like a pacing thing or what the sitch is, but we tend to go for like long periods of time without any kind of dialogue or exposition, and then suddenly it's just completely thrown at us in one go. I'm just finding this very tedious.
Ghost Ward. I think you can safely knock it over.
Ah, nice. So this will be the one place she can be manifest.
I'm with you once more.
Okay, I don't really think I'll be able to upgrade anything because we're sort of getting to the point where I need like really specific ingredients. And I'm assuming the only way to get them would be to explore and, you know, do all the void traveling and stuff. What can be upgraded? Okay, so we're dealing with... I mean, this one can be upgraded, so maybe let's just do that. And then, yeah, I think this one gives more negatives, but I don't know, those pluses to like health and jank are pretty on point. However, she needs Wrath, so we won't get rid of that, I think. Yeah, so I need these bone fragments. The Mount Pleasant region, which I actually think is Fort Jericho, so if we do have to go back that way, at least I'll be able to upgrade the rifle. Okay, so we need Scourge Accretion. And we need more Ghastly Concretion, whatever that is. So it's not necessarily impossible to upgrade these things without exploring. Sulfur Polypore and Scourge Accretion. Oh, okay, so I've got an extra point. I mean, that's not a bad one. I mean, again, it's not like I really remember any of these things. I need to do another haunting case for any of these things. It's probably not a bad one to get, just looking at it. Alright, well my only options are like one of these or one of these. Let's just do that. I don't really know. Oh, you don't want to comment about not being around anymore? That's a first. Okay, so there's settlers around here.
The governor's speech was...
Good day to you both.
And a good day to you too, sir. And wasn't that quite the entrance you made? You'll be the talk of the town.
So, what brings you to our wee corner of the world?
The governor bade me make the rounds. He suspects evil doing.
If it's evil doing you're after, you may turn around and hurry back to New Eden Town.
I met your partner there, the woman. It seems like a lifetime ago now. May God hold you and protect you in your grief.
Now, if you'd excuse us, my sister's not feeling well and we must hurry home.
When I met Elizabeth in New Eden Town, she seemed healthy.
Dear Eve, I didn't catch your names.
God be with you in your terrible pronunciation. Mary Claire O'Hara. This is my sister, Elizabeth.
Noticed anything strange around here of late?
Strange. A fine word for the devil's work. I call it evil. Look around you. The Harrows are dying.
Our flock took sick. Every last animal dead. Ram, lamb, and ewe.
Then the people took their turn. Many of our neighbours are with the Lord. At least, that's where we hope they are.
If there's witchery afoot, I'll need help finding the culprit. Do you have suspicions you'd care to share?
Well, Caleb Watson lately talks to himself. And if you interrupt him, why, he's as rude as a goat. And he was such a well-mannered man, too.
Lord forgive me, but I don't like him. The man has stopped washing. He reeks.
Caleb Watson, was it? Where can I find him?
He's the cobbler, so you'll find him in the cobbler shop.
I'm no healer, but I'll help if I can. Do you have plants as need gathering? Something to ease the pain?
All the meadow sweet and vervain in the world will not help this fever, I fear.
We need no help from the godless. Thank you very much.
Our faith guides and protects us.
Well, that's just rude.
From where comes the fever?
A bad cut that's spoiled. 'Tis not your concern.
She's dangerously sick. Either she doesn't know it, or she knows it and is hiding it.
I'll let you rest, so. Slan live. Goodbye to you.
Be sure to fear the Lord and faithfully serve him. Goodbye to you, sir.
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread. Do you want us to starve? I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Sparrow. You know it full well.
Gosh, we're going to have to talk to everyone, aren't we?
Ah, the famed and famous Banisher, the one and only Red Raith.
Have we met?
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, politeness gives me the shits. I'm Phoebe Walcott. I buy and sell. Now then, what's your pleasure?
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own? Yes. So much so that now I am almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he, my friend, is really strange.
Is he now?
He used to be such a nice man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find him in his workshop.
Alright, so everything's pointing me towards Caleb. I think he's a bit of a setup, though.
May I see your wares?
I'm a shopkeeper, aren't I? Yes, you may see my wares.
Okay, I just wish I could, like, see these things and compare them with what I've already got, just so I can be aware of if it's any better or not. I don't think the weapons are any better, but I do think these ones might be. Like this brooch and this ring. It's just hard to know when I don't know what I'm wearing, you know what I mean?
Till we meet again.
You mind your good self, do you hear?
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Are you Caleb? I don't know.
Good day to you, sir.
Likewise. Red McCraith. You?
Perry Cottle, I'm the baker. What are you doing out here in the rustics?
I'm a banisher. I'm looking for ghosts.
Find no ghosts here, sir, nor demons. The governor, in his piety, sees to that.
I envy your faith, Mr. Cottle.
How's that working out so far?
Yeah, I feel like this is blind faith.
Have you noticed anything strange lately? Changes in demeanour, odd comings and goings?
Lucy Barrow goes picking plants. All furtive like. I've seen her. I've watched her. She puts them in her strange concoctions. Won't tell me what's in there. Maybe she'd spill it to you.
Thank you. I'll look into it. I should go.
God go with you.
Alright, so
Enough people are suspicious of Lucy Barrow that I am too.
Let's see if the rumours are true.
we've got Lucy and we've got the cobbler.
Looks like we found the cobbler's shop.